So as long as you can hold it and you can show her that you can hold it, she'll want to hold your penis. Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, how can I make women want me if I'm quiet? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because as a self-proclaimed introvert who fucking hates talking to people when I don't have to, I'm here to help you quiet-ass motherfuckers get women wanting you just as bad as the guys who won't shut up. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear how to get women just by being exactly how you are right now, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, so one thing I always say is, in order to get women, you don't have to change who you are, you just have to change how you are. Kind of like you wouldn't change your personality if you're learning how to play baseball or the piano. You don't have to be any different to learn how to better interact with women. So for all you quiet guys out there who don't necessarily want to have to talk more or start these stupid fucking conversations all the time about the weather and what you do for a living, or even approach women in public, whatever, let's talk about what you could do precisely as a quiet ass to get women doing all the work to get you. One thing I want you guys to know is that what is going to fill in that space, that silent space, is how you feel. And how you feel is always going to be contagious in getting her to feel the same way. So as long as the right feeling is there in place of those words, you could still get women wanting you and chasing you. So the first one is eye contact. I'll tell you right now, too many quiet guys won't maintain eye contact because they feel like they're being creepy if they're not saying enough and still looking at her. But I'll tell you right now, I went over this in my flirting masterclass the other day about how I was having a conversation, a random ass conversation with some guy one time, not cute at all. The conversation was meh, and then it started to die down where nobody was filling in the silence, and that's fine. But he held eye contact with me, and I was like, okay, he's still looking at me, so I held eye contact with him, like, okay, is he gonna say something? And all he did in that moment was just wink, and I was like, oh shit, it's on. Because even though he wasn't filling in that silence, and I'm not filling in that silence, it didn't need to mean that the silence was awkward. But he absolutely did replace that awkward silence with sexual tension by maintaining that eye contact. And granted, you don't have to wink. If you want to, it's a nice touch, especially if you're having a good enough conversation, y'all are laughing anyway. But as long as you can maintain eye contact, that shows us that you're not afraid of us. There's this theory that anybody who breaks eye contact first is technically submitting to the other person. So as long as you can hold it and you can show her that you can hold it, she'll want to hold your penis. The second one is body language. I can't tell you how many self-proclaimed introverts come to me, and when they're interacting with my girlfriends during our coaching program, they're just fidgeting like a motherfucker. They're just rocking back and forth. I'm like, what are you doing? Or they're sitting there and I can tell that their leg is shaking because they're just bouncing like this. Like eye contact. If you can just hold your frame like so and not be phased and not fucking fidget and just show her that, hey bitch, I am here and I'm not moving. And if a T-Rex came right now, I still wouldn't fucking move. Again, it is about your attitude and your feelings in that moment that fills in the silence. And whatever you feel in that moment, so will we. So if in your body language, you can at least convey that you're relaxed, you're fine, you don't fucking care she's not talking, and you don't care to talk either, we'll fucking feel that and we'll want to fucking feel you inside us. Number 3 is don't even try to talk. So I've been watching like a lot of The Mandalorian lately, and they're finally like getting to the place where they're talking the way Yoda did, even though I never saw Star Wars. And one of the characters was like, don't try, do. Because if you sit there and feel the need to talk like, oh shit, it's silent, I gotta do something, otherwise she'll think I'm weird if I don't keep filling the silence. The second you try because you feel forced to talk is the second she's gonna feel forced to listen. And how could you possibly get a woman wanting you if she feels like she has to fucking sit there and listen to your forced talk? So once all is said and done, I feel like the first 3 were geared towards you not fucking saying anything at all. Because again, if you're a quiet guy, be a quiet guy. I'm never gonna tell you guys to not be exactly who you fucking are and exactly who you feel comfortable being. If that's your modus operandus where you're not a conversation starter, not much of a conversation carrier either, hate small talk, hate conversations that have nothing to do with anyone, then don't fucking do it. Please don't. Anytime you do something that is something you don't feel fucking great about doing, how do you think you're gonna get women to feel? So now that we've mastered what you are doing in the silence with these first 3 things, let's talk about every time you do open your mouth. I'm telling you right now, every time you do open your mouth, she needs to be able to to feel something from you. And the way to do that is to get her to feel interested in you, get her to feel connected to you, get her to feel chemistry. You can make her feel these things within seconds of opening your mouth. And if that's not something you don't know how to do yet, or it's something you're just not doing easily, this is exactly what I teach you guys to do in my Speak to Spark Arousal program, which my former assistant Clayton details up in here. In this video, he goes over the override effect that talks about how to create those instant emotional reactions within women every time you open your mouth so that you can talk less. So that you don't have to say all the other shit that all these other guys are saying, like, where are you from? How's the weather there? What do you do for work? Anything that could be said by any other man on this planet makes you just another guy on this planet. But the second you can create interest, create intrigue, make her feel connected to you, that's what separates you from the other guys out there. So check out this link right now to hear how it's done, or go to speechtosparkarousal.com. And once again, if you're a quiet ass guy, be a quiet ass guy. Don't let anybody tell you to get out of your comfort zone and just talk more and do 100 approaches a night. Fuck that. And if you know you want to work with a coach who helps you to change how you are versus who you are, apply right now while you still can to have me and my team help you do just that. speechtosparkarousal.com/apply. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you guys next time.